Welcome to the Explainer. You know that feeling, right? You've got a brilliant trading plan, but then, in the heat of the moment, it all just falls apart. Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to break down a 3-step workflow that's designed to replace that emotional roller coaster with some real professional discipline. We're talking about turning trading from a series of gut-feel bets into a structured, repeatable process. So let's start with the big question, the one that trips up so many traders, whether they're brand new or have been at this for years. Why is it so unbelievably hard to just stick to the plan, even when you know deep down it's the right thing to do?
And here's a huge insight from the source material. Most traders don't fail because their strategy is junk. Nope, they fail because their discipline crumbles. The real battle isn't finding a winning strategy. It's actually executing it consistently when the pressure's on and your emotions are screaming at you. Now this pressure gets cranked up to 11 in the world of proprietary or prop trading. Just imagine you're juggling a bunch of different accounts, and every single one has its own super strict rules on drawdowns and profit targets. It is a constant pressure cooker, and that environment is exactly where emotional reactions hijack your brain and lead to those costly manual mistakes.
So how do you even begin to fight this? Well, the solution here is to start thinking like a professional trading desk. And that means getting away from those reactive, gut-feel decisions and instead putting a structured, repeatable process in place that you follow every single day. And this workflow, it's built on a really simple but incredibly powerful 3-step mantra that professionals live by: plan, execute, and track. So let's dive into what each of these steps really means, starting, of course, with the plan.
Everything kicks off with step 1, planning the day. Now, this isn't about gazing into a crystal ball to predict the market. It's all about preparation and assessing your risk before the trading session even begins. It's about setting the stage for a disciplined day.
Okay, so the first tool in this whole system is called Dr. Markets. The best way to think of it is as your personal risk manager every morning. Before you can even think about placing a trade, it runs a full pre-flight check on all of your accounts, and it gives you a simple green light or a red light for each one, based on its current status and the rules it has to play by. And the level of detail in this planning phase is absolutely crucial. I mean, it's not just checking your main drawdown limit. It's digging into daily limits, your profit targets, and even consistency rules. It can even be set up to know about major news events, making sure you don't accidentally break a rule and blow up an account before the day's even really started. All right, so the plan is set. Your accounts are cleared for takeoff. Now we get to the next critical stage, disciplined execution. This is where we take emotional decision-making and just pull it right out of the trading process. And this part is handled by a trade execution engine called TradeRx. Its only job is to follow the rules you laid out. It manages the entries, the stop losses, and the risk for every single account with total machine-like consistency. It doesn't get scared, it doesn't get greedy, it just follows the plan. Now, here's something that's really important to understand. This is not a simple trade copier that just blindly mimics trades across all accounts. You can think of it more like a command filter. Each account is managed like its own separate business, and it only executes a trade if it lines up perfectly with that specific account's own unique rules and its current status. And this brings up a super important point. You, the trader, are still the pilot. You're the one in control. You set the destination by choosing the strategy, the indicators, and all the rules. The system just acts as your co-pilot, handling the controls to make sure your plan is executed with unwavering discipline every single time. Okay, last step. We've got to close the professional loop with step 3, objectively reviewing what actually happened. Because let's be honest, without data-driven feedback, it's pretty much impossible to get better. The tool for this is Journal X, and it's basically your trading intelligence report. At the end of every single day, it spits out a simple, clear summary of your trading performance, creating a permanent, data-driven record of exactly what you did. These daily reports give you the hard data. You can see which accounts were good to go, every single trade that was taken, the pass or fail status, and all the key performance stats. This creates this amazing objective feedback loop. It lets you see what's really working so you can tweak your approach based on actual data, not just feelings or guesswork. So you might be thinking, why go through all this trouble? Well, because this whole structured framework, it's not just about passing some prop firm challenge. It's about building a core skill set that you can then use to manage and grow your own capital for the long haul.
Think of all those strict prop firm rules not as a hassle, but as a training ground.
They're like a boot camp that forces you to learn the non-negotiable habits of risk management. And those habits are absolutely essential for long-term success, whether you're trading a firm's money or your own nest egg.
And this discipline really leads you down two potential paths. There's the prop firm path, which is often focused on these short-term evaluation cycles and payout schedules, but then there's the self-funded path, which uses the exact same skills to focus on the incredible power of compounding and building sustainable long-term wealth, all without the constant pressure of evaluations. Ultimately, this entire workflow, this whole idea, it really boils down to one critical question that we should all be asking ourselves. Are we consciously building a professional, repeatable routine, or are we just emotionally reacting to whatever the market throws at us? The answer to that question will probably define your entire trading journey.